Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today we're looking at my brand new smartwatch, the Carbinox X-Ranger. First, we're going to do a quick edit of the unboxing, and then we'll follow that up with my first impressions on this watch and why I decided to go with the Carbinox X-Ranger. I've now had a couple days to use this watch and experiment with it and see what my thoughts are on it. So I want to get you my first impressions here, but I do want to let you know a couple important notes first. And so first of all, this video is not going to be an in-depth review. We're not going to cover all the capabilities of this watch yet. We're not going to look at every single app on it or anything like that. We're just going to cover the basics. We're going to cover first impressions, and we're going to cover why I ended up getting this watch. And secondly, I do want you to understand that this is my first smartwatch. Usually I do stick with a G-Shock style watch or something similar. So we'll keep that in mind and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But please understand that my expectations of what I'm getting in the smartwatch may not match yours if you're pretty deep into the smartwatch game. So first off, let's get into the first impressions. Right away, I'll show you the box here. And I think that they did just a wonderful job with the packaging. You know, you saw the unboxing clip I did there, but this is really clean. It's textured right there on the watch, and it's just like, it's kind of nice when they put work into the packaging, because it's like when you receive the product, it just makes it a little bit more exciting when you get it, and it looks so good versus, you know, there's some things I get and they come in just a cardboard box or a white box or whatever, and it's kind of a dull unboxing experience. But this like really makes me feel like I'm part of something special when I open it up, and it's this really nice packaging. So I did want to like just straight up let you guys know that. But moving on from the packaging, let's talk about this watch. Now I have this always display on, and let me just give you a heads up right away. This significantly reduces the battery versus if you have the always display off. Now that's of course not the main watch screen. This is the main watch screen that I use. I believe this is the default one, and there's 3 or 4 that you can choose from. This is the one that I liked best, but I like being able to see the time pretty much all the time. If I have it on my wrist, I don't want to click a button or flick my wrist up. I just want to see it there. So I'm leaving that always display on, but I've noticed that when I turn it off, when I turn always display off and I go to bed, you know, 8 hours later, the battery's only lost 1%. Even though it's testing my sleeping and all that. So that means if you leave the always display off and you don't really touch the watch, the battery's only going to lose like 3% battery a day then, because that's 24 hours, right? But with this, with the always display on, I don't even know. Like I would say it drastically changes the battery loss. Like within an 8-hour period, you're going to lose at least 20% battery probably. Now I I do have to say, though, I've been playing with it because it's my first couple days of ownership of it, so that's probably quite a factor as well. But I'll just kind of show you the basics here. If you scroll to the left, and you can customize like the way looks and the way it's set up. I've got it set on this little spinny wheel here, but you can go into, your different applications here, and you'll see the little music symbol down here. I gotta say, I was shocked when I started playing music out of this, because it sounds just as good, or not, or it may be even better than the speaker that's on my Galaxy S22 Plus phone, and I was not prepared for that. And additionally, with the phone calls as well, I can hear great, from the other person talking. And also, I asked them, how do I sound? And they said, you sound really good. You sound like you're talking over a normal phone, not over a watch. So that's pretty cool. Now, if we scroll to the right here, this is just, you can customize whatever apps you want to be on these setup screens. And you can see like add components, you can change it up. But from what I can tell, compared to most other smartwatches, the actual capabilities of this are very basic. It seems that this is really meant to be more of a fitness watch when it comes to like the actual smartwatch capabilities. Now, the main seller of this watch is, of course, its listed durability and the fact that it's supposed to be so strong. So I'll try to get you some up close looks here, if I can get the camera to make it clear. But it looks pretty good. It feels durable. It's still fairly lightweight, so it doesn't feel heavy on your wrist or anything. But yeah, I mean, it's not like plastic or anything. Like, it feels good. I'm used to wearing like a G-Shock knockoff, basically. And these wristbands are what I'm used to, but this one is by far the softest, most flexible and comfortable one that I've had yet. So I've got to say, like, that's pretty impressive. Like, it actually feels comfortable and good on my wrist. Other than that, though, like, I don't want to go too far into all the different things, but you'll see, like, it's fitness tracking and health tracking, and then your basic phone calls, ability to read text, stuff like that. So with that said, let's talk about why I ended up going with this watch, especially when I don't really wear smartwatches. So Carbinox hit me up and told me about their watch and said, we like your YouTube and we'd be interested in you potentially reviewing our product. And when I looked at their product online, really it looks like they've only been around for maybe like 2 years or so selling this product. And I can't find a lot of legitimate reviews. It seems that most of it's marketing. And so for me, like, I understand that, because I'm like, okay, they're in their first couple years of this. They're trying to get visibility. They're trying to let people know about their watch. So they're marketing. They're sending it out for reviews to YouTubers that they like or that think that they fit their demographics or whatever. And, a lot of these reviews then are paid, or you get the product for free or whatever. So I'm going to just give you the disclaimer I'm just going to give you the disclaimer here. And that is that I did end up taking this for free. So I received this for free in return for an honest review. So what I want to then say is, the reason why I chose this one, though, is because I'm very, very hard on my watches, and that's why I don't wear smartwatches. Well, that and cost. And so there's really no point in me getting it, though, when I bang up a watch so much, whether it be if I'm working in a warehouse or I'm at the gym or I'm out on a job site, whatever I'm doing, my watches get tore up. Even G-Shocks, like, even though they keep running, like, they end up looking like crap after a couple years of me wearing them, just because I'm so hard on my watches. And so what gathered my attention here was that Carbinox, they said, look, if you want to abuse our product, if you want to drive over it with your car, if you want to hit it with your hammer, if you want to take your knife to it, whatever you want to do to abuse it, we think our product will hold up. And so that for me gained my attention, because I'm like, okay, because I think a lot of you as my viewers, you're probably similar to me in that, a lot of you, I think a lot of you probably either work blue collar jobs, or you're just hard workers, or, you're somebody that wants something that's going to hold up, And so if that's the case, this may be interesting to you. And I thought, okay, well, if it's interesting to me, it's probably going to be interesting to you. So why not give this a shot? My mindset is, if I'm going to pay this much money for a G-Shock anyways, just because I want a watch that's durable and all it can do really is tell my time, why wouldn't I just pay the same amount of money, get a product that's just as durable, but I can do more than tell the time? Like why not do that, right? So what I can commit to you guys is an honest review, and that give me a week or two to keep really using it, to try to put it through the ringer a little bit here, and to come back and give you a full in-depth review, both of the capabilities and features of the light, but also just a straight up honest review. And if I don't like the product, I'll tell you. But if I like it, I'm going to tell you. But what I can commit to past that is that I realized within the first couple weeks, this watch is probably going to hold up well. And let's be honest, these are way more features than what I'm used to having. I'm used to only having the ability to see the time and the date. So for me, this is all still really neat. I'm excited about it, and obviously I'm enjoying this watch over these first couple days. But I realize that I might still be feeling that excitement or a little bit of bias here in the next couple weeks when I get the review posted. So I'm going to continue to update you guys. You know, if in 6 months after I put this through the ringer and really put it through hard use, if it's not holding up, I'm going to tell you guys. If it is holding up though, I'll let you know. But I'm not just going to leave it at that review. I'm going to update you, and I basically, by taking this watch, I wanted to be able to give the public an honest review that's not just straight up marketing, and it's also not just, because there's always like 2 or 3 haters that go post on, you know, new brand stuff, and they're just posting the same thing on anybody's content that they see of that. So, I mean, it's hard to take either of those with more than a grain of salt if you know it's paid marketing and if you know that it's just a hater. As far as my first impressions go, that this watch is specifically meant for those who just want a very durable watch and those who want more of like the fitness and basic features of a smartwatch. If you're already deep into smartwatches and you're looking at $1,000 Garmin or whatever it is that's out there that has really advanced features, this one is not going to have the same technology. So let's keep that in mind here. The specific market of this product, I think, is somebody like me, and I think a lot of you who actually watch my videos, is that, you know, someone who is going to be working hard, going to be, that wants their watch to hold up and be durable, but also would like a little bit more basic features, like being able to make a call off your watch, or being able to read a text message that comes in, or being able to track your sleep, and some different fitness features. So if this interests you, please take a look at my channel. I've got some other really cool content as well, as far as flashlights and some other things like that. But again, review coming soon in the next couple of weeks, and thank you so much for watching.